Every year, the United States faces a humanitarian catastrophe that remains largely hidden from the public eye. It doesn't make headlines every night, and it's not often discussed on the campaign trail. But its victims are real. Its impact is devastating, and its enablers are walking free across our nation. We are talking about sex trafficking and how America's open borders are fueling one of the most horrific criminal industries in the world. It is a cold, brutal fact. Many of the illegal immigrants crossing into the United States are not just seeking work or refuge. Some are participating in a vast, organized web of human exploitation, and countless more being used, coerced, or sold into it. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection, and various non-governmental organizations have confirmed the connection. Human smugglers, also known as coyotes, are frequently tied to the cartels. And those cartels are making billions by trafficking not only drugs, but children, women, and even men across the border into forced prostitution and modern-day slavery. In some regions, trafficking has become so embedded that victims are branded, tattooed like cattle by their captors. Others are locked in basements, motels, or so-called stash houses, held under threat of violence, rape, or death. Many of them are minors. Many were promised safe passage into America, only to be forced into servitude the moment they arrived. The southern border has become more than a security concern. It has become a pipeline of human suffering. And the question we must ask is, why has this been allowed to continue? Weak border enforcement, political cowardice, and sanctuary policies have all contributed to an environment where traffickers thrive. When laws are not enforced, when deportation is rare, and when traffickers believe there will be no meaningful consequences, they become emboldened. They see the United States as a haven, not for freedom, but for profit. If America is to remain a nation of laws and dignity, this must end now. We must treat sex trafficking, especially when tied to illegal entry or cartel activity, not just as a criminal offense, but as a crime against humanity, because that's exactly what it is. No more leniency. No more loopholes. It's time to make sex trafficking a capital offense. That's right. Capital punishment for those who engage in organized, repeat, or large-scale trafficking operations. If you enslave someone for profit, especially a child, you should lose your right to walk free, and in extreme cases, your right to live. Harsh? Perhaps. But there is nothing more inhumane than selling a child's body for money. There is no lesser evil than turning human beings into property. And when deterrence fails, justice must prevail. Here are the steps America must take, right now, to fight this plague at its roots. Secure the border. Build and maintain physical barriers. Increase surveillance. Deploy advanced drone technology. And empower Border Patrol with the authority to stop trafficking in real time. Weak borders fuel strong cartels. Classify cartels as terrorist organizations. These groups traffic humans, smuggle drugs, and murder with impunity. They operate across international borders and threaten American lives. Designating them as terrorists unlocks greater enforcement and military options. Implement biometric tracking and national ID verification. Every person entering the U.S. must be verified and documented. No more catch and release. No more disappearing into the system. Make sex trafficking a federal capital crime. Life imprisonment at a minimum. Death penalty for repeat offenders, cartel-connected traffickers, and those who traffic minors. Let the punishment match the gravity of the evil. Create a national registry of traffickers and predators. Accessible to law enforcement, schools, employers, and the public. Transparency prevents repeat offenses. The darkness survives when we refuse to shine a light. And sanctuary policies. Cities that refuse to cooperate with federal immigration and anti-trafficking enforcement are complicit. No jurisdiction should shield those who enslave others. Empower victims, not criminals. Establish fast-track citizenship for verified trafficking victims who testify against their captors. Provide protection, care, and freedom for the exploited, not the exploiters. Publicize the truth. Americans need to know what's happening. Trafficking isn't some far-off tragedy. It could be happening on your block. Share real stories. Hold media accountable. Demand honesty. We cannot allow political correctness, fear of controversy, or empty compassion to cloud this issue any longer. Sex trafficking is an invasion of innocence. It is a war on children. And when illegal immigration enables it, we must call it what it is, a national emergency, weaponized through our broken borders. This is not just about policy. It is about morality, about standing for the voiceless, about stopping an epidemic that destroys families, futures, and faith in our justice system. If we cannot protect the innocent, then we are not a nation worth defending. So let this be our message. To the traffickers hiding in the shadows, your days are numbered. To the politicians turning a blind eye, your silence is complicity. To the citizens watching this unfold, it's time to rise. No child should be for sale. No border should be a gateway to slavery. And no trafficker should walk this earth free. We demand justice. We demand borders. We demand the death of the human trafficking industry by any legal means necessary. America must choose, stand for the voiceless or fall to the wicked. The time to act is now.